The beginning of the DCU is here. James Gunn and Peter Safran's universe has officially begun with the release of the big screen newcomer, Blue Beetle. Is this movie an explosive start for the DCU, or is this cinematic universe already dead in the water? Let's talk about it. So Blue Beetle already reached a major milestone by having a live-action superhero movie with a Latino lead. Xolo Maridueña plays as Jaime Reyes, who is Mexican American, and that heritage is constantly present throughout the movie. I'm not Mexican American, but I can imagine that the feelings that this movie will generate will be similar to how I felt when I saw Black Panther for the first time. Like I'm being seen and acknowledged, and that's beautiful. Representation matters, and that should be enough for one to hope that this movie is successful at the box office, because one, more people will be able to get to see themselves as heroes instead of white guys, and two, we would get more movies based on heroes of color. Static Shock! Give us a Static Shock movie! Excuse me. Blue Beetle uses a fair amount of CGI, which looks pretty decent, but I was most impressed with the practical effects, mainly of the Blue Beetle suit. During scenes when Blue Beetle isn't fighting, his suit is 100% legit man-made, and it looks so cool, and it makes the character feel real, like Blue Beetle could actually be walking amongst us. I understand why superhero movies use CGI for the costumes, like to varying degrees of success, but I hope they put more money into practical effects because this looks beautiful. Being a superhero movie, this has some fun action sequences, especially in the beginning when the Scarab, the thing that gives Jaime his Blue Beetle armor, keeps wanting to kill people, and Jaime is just like, chill bro. And the finale, while cliche, was the exact type of thing that I love about superhero movies. Two people just hitting each other in the face over and over again. I love it. But what really carries the Blue Beetle movie is family.
Family.
Jaime and his relationship and love for his family is the driving force of this movie. Like everything that he does is for the well-being of his family, and that's such a sweet motivation. Even the Scarab starts to grow to understand what Jaime's family means to him, and then it becomes part of the family too. It's just so rare for a superhero movie to have so much focus and expression of familial love, and that's refreshing to see. Blue Beetle would probably be Dominic Toretto's favorite movie.
You never turn your back on family.
Now the thing with Blue Beetle is that if you regularly watch superhero movies like I do, you'll find very little in it that would surprise you. As the movie goes along, you'll be able to call out things before they happen. Oh, attractive woman. Love interest. Oh, that character said something sweet and inspiring. They're about to die. Oh, rich white person. There's the villain. You've seen it all before. Blue Beetle didn't take a lot of risks in terms of the story, and that was disappointing. And the main villains were pretty boring. Like they're just there to get punched in the face by Blue Beetle. Like that's it. You have the main villain Victoria Cord, who's just a person in a suit type of character. Like, you know, she has money and power, and she wants more power. Like, that's it. That's her deal. Then you have the secondary villain Carapax, and while he looks pretty cool, he's basically just an evil version of Blue Beetle. I wish superhero movies would move away from the idea that the first movie villain needs to be a reflection of the hero, because it's just too boring. Like, have them have different powers. There's other cool villains out there for Blue Beetle, like La Dama or The Reach. Like, those would be interesting. Maybe if this movie gets a sequel, we'll get cooler villains, but you just have to wait and see. The biggest issue with the Blue Beetle for me though is that there isn't a lot of interaction between Jaime and the Scarab. The Scarab is designed to destroy entire civilizations, and Jaime is just a young kid trying to make it in the world. And when they do interact with each other, it's so much fun. It's great, I love it. But the movie only gives you like a couple of those moments, so you don't get the full bonding experience that would make this relationship even more enjoyable. So is Blue Beetle able to catapult the DCU into greatness? I'd say it's a good start. This is a run-of-the-mill superhero movie, not a lot to write home about, but it's still fun to watch. Like, the performances are good, and I absolutely love the representation. Hopefully the DCU just goes up from here in terms of quality, but as it stands, Blue Beetle is not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Like sugar-free soda. Make sure to check out my review on the final movie of the previous DC cinematic universe, The Flash, by clicking on the box right here. And be sure to check me out on another channel that I'm a part of, Movie Lovers Unite, by clicking in the link down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, do the menage a trois, and I'll see you in the next video.